All I can say is that it's so much easier to share this story in a whole new environment, a whole new apartment, because if I was in my old apartment, no, absolutely not. Even better than I was the last time, baby. Ooh,
we back.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Trinity. I'm kind of surprised that I'm even recording right now because as of right now, I'm supposed to be like at a day party. It's homecoming over here and I don't know. Instead of drinking, going out, turning up, actually I did enough on my birthday, honestly. I was just like, okay, I need a break anyway. So I just decided, you know what, why not just turn on the camera, talk to you guys, record a YouTube video. So I didn't know exactly what story time to do. I thought long and hard about this, like long and hard about telling this story. I can't even believe I'm doing it finally. Okay, so first the disclaimer. Let me make a few things clear here, okay? First of all, if you have not seen the video with me telling you about the breakup between me and my ex, you may want to watch that video. The link is going to be below. That video is going to explain just the general things that happen within the relationship that really caused me not to really be happy, etc. The general things that may happen in relationships, something that everyone may go through in relationships. This is going to explain so much more about what happened leading up to the breakup and after the breakup. I mean, I really wish I could say that we broke up and that was it, but unfortunately, so much happened within the year that I was even single, still dealing with him, and it got so crazy. I mean, I'm about to bring up, you know, the fact that I had to go to court. I'm gonna bring up the fact that I had to get a restraining order out on him. I'm telling you straight up, this is probably going to make some people uncomfortable. I'm not sure because it's kind of scary. That's another thing. Y'all were just like, oh, we'll tell like a scary story time, you know, a spooky, creepy one. Well, here you go. Like, this is something that still makes me really uncomfortable. I'm not as scared as I was before because I moved to a different apartment. Like, I'm really hoping after I tell this story and I give as much detail as possible. That's another thing. This video is going to be cut in 2 parts. So I'm telling you straight up, I'm not about to, you know, trick y'all in the end or anything. I'm openly telling you that I am purposely going to separate this into 2 parts because I'm not about to sit down in one recording and tell this whole story. Like, I don't want to. So it's not something that I wanted to really take time to record or tell you guys about. But at the same time, y'all know my motto, be bold, brave, and beautiful. I'm not necessarily being bold and brave by not letting you guys know about this. That is the main reason why I'm doing this story. That's the only reason. This ain't no tea. I don't really care. It's the fact that I just feel like, you know what, I can't just sit on this experience. After telling you guys so many story times, I mean, I do a lot of them. I share my experiences, so why would I not share this experience? Not only that, a crazy experience, you guys. This really changed my life. This situation, all of what happened really did affect me, you guys. Like, I'm always going to be affected by this. This is something I can't delete, something I can't erase. This is something I'm never going to forget ever in my whole entire life. That's how crazy this is. And I feel like if that's what it's going to be, I might as well share a story about it. I might as well tell someone because it may help someone. Just another disclaimer, if I wanted to rush this to YouTube, rush this to the camera, I would have told this story, let me see, about almost, how long? This has been almost a year. So when it first was going on. And honestly, if I told you guys what was happening, like when it was happening for each and every video, like through this whole process, I would have probably like maybe 7 videos. Boom, story time. I had to go to court. Boom, story time. Boyfriend jumped on my balcony. Ooh, story time. Boyfriend showed up at my door. I could have rushed to the camera and turned it on and told y'all instantly, yo, this is what happened yesterday. But I didn't. It's something that I was just like, yo, I can't do that. This isn't funny. This isn't a joke. This isn't something like, this is serious. I wasn't wanting to do that. I wanted to keep it to myself. And at the moments that I wanted to tell you guys something else was already happening. So even when I was just like, okay, I think I'm ready to talk about it, instantly, boom, something crazy happens again. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, it's just more being added to the story. So maybe if I can get to a point where I'm in a different place in my life and not so much craziness is going on, I could just be able to tell you guys the full story all at once. Another thing I want to address is the ads that may be on this video. The ads that may be on this video. Before someone wants to comment, oh, why you got so many ads? Why you putting ads on a serious topic? Okay, so if you think that I don't deserve a coin off of my struggle and my experience that I went through, that I cried over, that I had to deal with, then you can get off this video now. Go ahead and click that X, because it's disrespectful. It's so disrespectful to me. Like, I'm the one that went through the situation. I'm still going through it. Who's gonna pay for my pain and suffering? Because that's a real thing. Like, in court, when people go through stuff, people do pay for pain and suffering. So this is how I see it. When I put ads on this video, it is me getting my coins for my pain and suffering. It is me getting paid to be confident enough to turn on this camera and tell you guys about my life. And let me go ahead and say this. I'm the one editing this video. Like, I'm the one editing this video. Do y'all really think that this just gets posted and that's it? No. I'm the one staying up at night editing this video to be posted on YouTube. Therefore, it is a job. It is something that I get paid to do. I should get a coin. So like I said before, if you have a problem or you already feeling salty about the little yellow lines in this video, then you can click off. You don't have to watch. But it's funny though, because people will complain in the comments, but they'll still watch the video. But okay. So the last thing that I want to make clear before I start the story is that I'm doing this to help people. That's why I do my story times, is to give you guys my experience and to tell you what I went through, because it may help you if you go through something similar. It's not just for entertainment, it's also just to give you guys more of an insight of who I am and what I've been through. So it's me being more transparent. I'm not name dropping my ex. Those of you that have been on my channel for a long time, when my ex and I did post videos together, you may know who I'm talking about. You may have heard his name in a story time where he wasn't present, but he was talked about because he was present within the story that I was telling. But that's about it. For the most part, nobody knows who my ex is, and I would like to keep it that way. I'm probably going to add his name in the blacklist area. We have certain words that we can blacklist so they don't hit the comment section publicly, and I'm probably going to put his name on the blacklist if it's not already on there, because I don't need anyone to care about his name. Like, if you know my ex, then you do. If you don't, then whatever. I feel like I already talked enough, and now I don't know, I'm about to get something to drink. I'm about to just mentally prepare myself to do this. But let's go ahead and get started. Wow, see, my best friend just texted me and she's just like, you got the video done yet? She knew that I was doing this story time and she wanted to really make sure I went through with it, and I'm definitely going through with it. I know y'all probably like, Trin, why are you so dramatic? Like, what are you about to say, girl? What is this about? And y'all, it's so crazy. I've never been through anything like this. It's so scary. Okay, so as some of you know, we were living together, and we were both in the bed. We were going to sleep. At least that was the plan. I was in bed ready to go to sleep. Actually, I was asleep in the bed, and it was dark and everything was okay until my ex got up out of the bed and he went somewhere. I don't know where he went. I was just like, okay, well, whatever. He went somewhere. I don't know. It wasn't until he came in the room and he started to take down the vents. And I don't know how many of y'all's braids just raised. Y'all probably was just like, wait, what did you say, Trin? Yes, he started taking down the vents, and the vents, these vents right here, those vents, he started to take down the vents, and he was looking inside of the vents. He was putting his arm inside the vents, and he was also taking down the lights, like, you know, the glass part that covers the light on the ceiling. I'm gonna, of course, put illustrations on there, and not only that, I'm going to post pictures of my old apartment where you can see that the lights was taken down, because he actually ended up breaking 2 of them, but that happened later on. Let me get back to the story. I don't want to get off track with this one. I'm gonna stay on track with this story. I ain't trying to get off. He's taking down the lights. He's reaching his arm in the vents, and of course, the light's on. So now I'm just like, what you doing? Like, what are you doing? There's nothing else to ask, but what are you doing? He's telling me he heard something at our door. And I'm just kind of like, what did you hear? Like, what happened? Because at this point, I'm kind of slightly concerned, because I'm just like, I'm thinking that he's fully you know, he got his mind fully right. So, I mean, hey, like, who was at the door? Should I be concerned? Should we call the police? What's going on? He tells me that there were people at the door. Okay, there were people at the door, and he overheard them saying that they're going to kill him. Okay, that's what he heard. That's what he told me. Now, when he first told me this, I'm just kind of like, I mean, you can only imagine, like, what? Like, someone wants to kill you? Like, this is serious. I did get nervous instantly because I'm just like, wait, what? Why? It makes no sense. It's just like, dude, like, who did you piss off? Did you get into a fight? Are you in a gang? Like, what? Why are people at the door saying that they want to kill you? And after I asked him this question, he was just like, he doesn't know. And I'm like, okay, you know, and then I kept on asking questions because it was necessary. I'm just like, yo, what? I was so confused, and I was just kind of like, so was it a woman? It was a man? How many was it? You heard multiple voices. I was trying to get more detail, and he told me something different each time. It's as if he just knew that he heard it, but he did not know certain things. It's kind of like he was only sure about one thing and not everything. Now, me, I get gangster, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of like, all right, bet. Somebody trying to pull up, somebody tripping, somebody got a problem, whatever it is, like, maybe we should stand by the door. Maybe we should open up the door. We open up the door and no one's there. We even looked like down the stairs, and you know, like, if there was anyone around, we kind of stood there just to hear. We was trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Oh, and he also told me that he saw the doorknob move. That's one thing for sure that I was just like, oh snap, like, because I know people be trying to break into other people's apartments, and they'll probably try to, you know, mess with the doorknob just to see if someone left it unlocked. So I kind of was just like, okay, well, that may be true. But see, he told me that he saw the actual lock change. You know, when the door is locked and then someone, it's as if someone has the keys to your door, and you see that little lock flip. That's what he said he saw. And I was just like, someone picked our lock, someone has a key, I don't know. He told me, oh, well, someone has our keys. He didn't think someone picked the lock or anything. He said someone has our keys. I don't know, like, I honestly didn't believe that the lock switched, but I did not let him know that. I did not let him know that I didn't believe that the lock actually switched, because I was trying to take his word for it, right? Oh, so that's what I was doing, trying to be a supportive girlfriend. And I'm like, hey, you know, if he saw something, then maybe he did see something. But everything else just didn't make any sense. I mean, if you are listening to this story already, you kind of already know that something wasn't right about the vents and the light thingies being taken down. Somebody at the door trying to say they're gonna kill you. It's a little bit like, it's the vents, you know, it's the taking down the vents. That's when I was just like, I don't know, like, just doesn't make any sense. And he said his reasoning for taking down the vents was because he felt like people was listening.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Basically, it's like he tried to make sense of it all. That's what it sounded like. Because he was just kind of like, okay, someone's at the door trying to kill me. And maybe it's because of the vents. Maybe they're overhearing what's happening in this apartment, and that's how they know where we stay. I don't know. He was just trying to piece everything together. And there was one moment, especially when he kept on taking down the vents, you guys, I had to say something. I was just like, look, you need to chill out with the vent. Of course, he told me, just go back to bed, I'll handle this, go back to bed. And me, I'm just kind of like, I was so over it, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna wake up in the morning and all of this is going to disappear. I'm gonna wake up in the morning and this is all gonna be a dream. This ain't gonna be real. He's gonna be back to normal. The vents are not gonna be taken down. Everything's gonna be good and peachy. And wrong, nope, you guys. I woke up, you guys. First of all, my ex was not beside me. And I walk into the living room, and you guys, the vents are taken down. The light covers are taken down. My ex is sitting on the couch. I don't know what he was doing, But all I know is I was looking at him like, dude, like, did you go to sleep last night? Like, why are the vents still taken down? And I was kind of getting annoyed, honestly, because I was just like, yo, like, bruh, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta put yourself in my shoes. Babe, what you doing? Like, why are you still doing this? Like, what is wrong? What's going on? He told me that he called the police. He told me he called the police and they actually came to the apartment. I'm looking at him like, no, you didn't. You did not call the police. I told him he didn't call the police. And he was just like, no, I did call the police. And she said that she couldn't help me. And I'm like, I mean, probably couldn't help you because there wasn't any proof. There wasn't any evidence. I don't know what he told the police. Man, I wish I was up because oh man, I actually know. I'm happy I was asleep because if I had to stand beside my ex while he told the police officer what he told me, like, oh no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. That's what he told me. He told me he called the police. I don't know if he called the police. I was sleeping. I wasn't there when the police arrived or anything like that. This is what he told me. And then after, he said he was waiting for our leasing office to open because he was going to get our locks changed. And I'm just like, okay, well, you know what? Maybe that's what needs to happen. To make all of this go away, let's just get the locks changed and then we'll feel safe again. I stood there right in front of him while he called the leasing office. You guys, he gets on the phone. He's talking to the general manager and he's saying, yeah, does someone in your building have our keys? Like, do y'all have a copy of our keys? Because someone used our spare key. Now, the thing is, the way he was making it seem was as if it had something to do with the actual leasing office. Like someone within the office wanted to intentionally take our spare keys and unlock our door to, I guess, kill him or whatever. Trinity is on speaker, so I heard her say, well, no. You know, pretty much like, no, we didn't give anyone your keys or anything like that. We can go ahead and get the locks changed for you. Someone's on their way right now. You guys, after he gets off the phone with the general manager, after he hangs up, I'm like, okay, yeah, we got somebody that's gonna change the locks, we good. He looks at me and he's just like, nah, she knew about it. She knew what was going on. She knew that someone was at our door, like basically telling me that, no, she lying, like she knows something. And I'm looking at him like,
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
what? Like, you think she was in on it? Like, you guys, y'all don't understand. Do y'all understand how this was really hard? And this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the story. Like, y'all don't know. Like, everything kept on getting scarier. And I found myself looking into the eyes of someone that something just wasn't right. And I was really concerned because I'm just like, yo, you're kind of making everything negative. Like, once there's a solution to the problem, you're very quick to say, no, you know, something's up about that. 10 minutes rolls around. I mean, they show up pretty quick and someone changes our locks. Okay, they change the locks and then the guy leaves. And my ex is still not happy.
Bruh.
He's saying, no, the way he put the locks on, I don't like the way he put the locks on. He put it on this way. It's supposed to go that way. And I'm at this point, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, once there's an ounce of relief of, okay, things are better, he always seemed to flip it. Like, nah, you know, nah, it's something wrong with the guy that changed the locks. So I told him the locks are changed. So you should feel safe now. I think everything's okay. That's what I told him. I was pretty much trying to get him to just let it go. Like, the locks are changed and all of that. And, you know, we'll just be on the lookout. We're on the couch watching TV and all of a sudden, first of all, I can tell that he was still kind of like uncomfortable, but you guys, we were sitting on the couch watching TV and all of a sudden he instantly sprinted to the door as if he heard something and he went straight to the door and he opened it and no one was there. I was able to see the door from the couch, by the way, and no one was there, but it scared me because he ran to the door pretty quick as if he heard someone at the door and he seemed like he was ready, like ready to fight or something, and no one was there. And he came back to the couch, and I'm like, yo, like, what was that all about? And he said, you know, I thought I heard someone at the door. And I'm like, okay, but no one was at that door. Then he starts to take down the lights and the vents again. Okay, and at this point, for me, at this point, I'm kind of getting irritated because I'm the girlfriend. I'm me, okay? I'm Trinity. And when I start to get annoyed, I start to get annoyed. And I was just like, yo, like, you already looked through the vents once. I mean, you already looked through the vents, so I don't know why you continuing to look through the vents. He's continuing to take down the vents and the lights, and I was verbally telling him, don't take them down. You don't need to take them down. You tripping. You tripping. Like, nothing is up there. There's no cords. There's no wires. No one's listening. Everything's good. This is the things that I was telling him because he thought someone was listening or had some type of cord or something going on, y'all. And he even took down the smoke detectors. He was taking down every little thing. And I was verbally upset, and I was telling him, like, you need to stop this. This is becoming too much. This makes no sense. He didn't listen to me at all, and he was still taking down them lights. He had like a chair to take down them lights and everything. And I started to get scared, okay? I started to get scared for real. Like, I started to realize that, you know what, this may be something bigger. This may be something bigger than me, bigger than this whole situation. This is some scary stuff. And I was even thinking for a second that he was pranking me. For a second, I thought he was pranking me. And I wouldn't recommend this type of prank to nobody. Like, I'm not even playing, don't do that. At the time, I think we did start a couples channel. We didn't post any videos on it yet, but I just didn't know. I was just like, you know what, you gotta be playing with me, bro. That night I found out that he was 110% serious because I just started to see his body language. I started to just kind of look into his eyes, and he was so convinced that he was searching for something. And I got scared, and I also got emotional. That night, you guys, I started crying. After trying to convince him for so long that he is safe and it not get anywhere, I just started bawling, and he did not care. I'm telling you guys straight up, he did not care that I was crying. He didn't care about my emotions. It's like I wasn't even visible. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, like, I'm over here crying, and I don't always cry, but I definitely was crying. I'm talking bawling tears, everything, talking, the whole nine, you guys, the ugly cry and all that, for real. Because I was just like, yo, I don't know what to do. Like, you're scaring me. And that's what I was saying. I was crying, and I was saying, you're scaring me. I was so sad, you guys. I was so sad. I just remember crying, and I got to a point where I actually called his mom. I called his sister first, and his sister was with his mom. Or did I? Either way, his mom and his sister was on the phone. I was talking to them both, and I called them up. Look here, he didn't care. He did not care that I was on the phone with his sister or his mom or nothing. I had them on speakerphone and all that, and I was crying through the phone. I was letting them know, like, yo, so-and-so, something's not right. Like, he's doing this, he's doing that. I told them exactly what he was doing. And honestly, like, they didn't really take it seriously at the moment. I'm just gonna be honest. Now, I'm not about to sugarcoat or water anything down. They didn't really take it seriously. It was as if, like, they had to be there for real to really take it seriously. And I can't blame them a lot. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame them but so much because he was really goofy and he would do funny things. So they were probably just thinking, okay, he's just being who he is, playing around, jokey. They didn't know it was very serious until, like, later on. But anyways, I do believe that they did talk to him. That didn't stop him, though. That didn't stop him at all. After I got off the phone with them, after that was done, and this time he went to the bathroom. And here's a picture up there of me basically showing you, I think, you know what, y'all should go to my vlog channel. I have a vlog titled Going Back to My Creepy Old Apartment or something. That video, I'm gonna double check. I'm pretty sure that video shows the whole apartment. You can check that out. But he went to the bathroom and took down that light cover. And this is, I was upset. Okay, whatever, he was pissing me off. I had to say something, so that's what I did. And I was telling him, don't take down that light, don't take down that light. He basically was still trying to take it down, and then he dropped the light cover. Of course, after it dropped and broke, he blamed it on me, but I don't know, whatever. He broke it. Okay, he broke that one and he broke the other one. He broke the other one in the hallway heading towards the bathroom, but he blamed it on me. Which didn't make any sense to me because I wasn't the one touching it. Like, how you blame it on me and you're the one that touched it? Like, what? That don't make no sense. I mean, I told him not to touch him in the first place. That's why I'm just like, yo, this is your fault that they broke because you touching something that don't need to be touched. He kept on doing it. Like, he kept on doing it, and I was just like, you know what, I'm done. And I think I got emotional again. I think I got emotional again, you guys, because once again, I was just crying like, oh my gosh, like, my boyfriend is crazy. He's tripping, he's losing his mind, and he's not listening to me, and I don't know what to do. I told his family. I felt so alone. And I think I did tell my best friend, Lavishly Brittany, this is my best friend. This is someone that, like, real life best friend. Real life best friend. She currently lives in Florida. She had to move, but guys, had it not been for Brittany, I don't want to get emotional. Had it not been for my best friend Brittany, I don't know how I would have got through any of this. Not only that, my family, oh my gosh, my best friend and my family, had it not been for them through this whole situation, I gotta really appreciate them 100% because it was so hard. At this moment, I told my best friend, I told her what was going on. I allowed her into my relationship. I brung her all in. I was holding back, but I was just like, you know what, I need to tell someone about what I'm going through, and she was the perfect person. Told her what was going on, and I mean, she was just kind of like, what? What? I can tell y'all what the conversation was, but she was just being a best friend, like wanting to know, like, what? I can't believe you're going through this. This is crazy. I hope this light back here isn't distracting you guys. The sun's going down, but I'm gonna take this all the way to part 2, okay? I'm gonna cut this right at part 2 because I can't stop now. But anyways, this day I was actually preparing to do a YouTube video, and he came to me and he was just like, oh, you know, let's go to the park. You know, like, you're working too much. Let's go to the park. I want to spend some time with you and all of that. And me, I'm just like, oh, you know, I'm thinking that's very sweet that you would want to spend time with me. He wasn't the type to do anything like that. So for me, I was pretty shocked. I was just like, wow, you know, that's very sweet. You know, yeah, I'll put this work to the side and spend time with you, of course. It's no big deal. We get into the car. I eventually figure out, like, hey, like, where are we going? You know, because I thought we were going, like, down the street to the park, but we were driving kind of further, and I'm like, hey, like, where are we going? And he told me that he needed to tell me something. And I'm like, oh, well, we just left because you needed to tell me something? And he was like, yeah, I just needed to tell you something. And I'm like, you couldn't tell me inside the apartment? And then he said, no, he could not tell me inside the apartment. Why? Because someone was listening in.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm sure y'all know how frustrated I was. I mean, just imagine thinking that your boyfriend's doing something very sweet and cute, only to find out that he's only bringing up the crazy stuff that he was bringing up before, and you're just kind of like, oh my gosh, not this again. And I'm like, all right. So we finally get to the park. We park, and y'all, this was just too much. Okay, he tells me to put my phone outside the car. So first off, he told me to turn my phone off, and I'm looking at him like, what? Why am I turning my phone off? You know what I'm saying? Then he commands me to put my phone outside the car. And for a minute, we were kind of going back and forth because I'm like, yo, like, what? You want me to put my phone outside the car? No, what, how would you feel? Does this make any sense to you? No, I know it doesn't. But he told me that he wasn't going to tell me what he needed to tell me if I had my phone in the car. So I'm just like, you know what? I need more information. I clearly need to figure out what he wants to tell me. I need more information on why he's acting this way. So I went ahead. No, not me. He took my phone and his phone and he put it by a tree outside the car. And he got back in the car, and this is where where I'm a little bit confused. I don't know exactly what he was saying. I do know that he was saying that he felt like someone was trying to like hurt him, or they were listening to him, or they had a tracker or something. That's what I do know. I just don't know how he said it. All I know is my response. This was my response. I really wanted to help. I really wanted to help him. And I told him, I said, you know what, babe, verbatim, this is exactly what I said. I said, babe, I think you need to talk to someone. Like, I think you need to talk to someone because, to be honest, the things that have been going on, it doesn't make any sense, and you're starting to scare me. I said this to him. This was me being his girlfriend, telling him straight up that, you know, I think you need to talk to someone. If you're really, really going through something, you need to talk to someone. He looks at me and he's not having it. He's not having it, you guys. He doesn't think he needs to speak with someone. He thinks he's perfectly fine. Nothing is wrong. And I'm looking at him like, yo, it's just not good, you know, it's just not good. In my head, I was just like, yo, this is about to be the hardest thing that I'm probably going to have to ever go through. Because when you tell someone that they need to talk to someone or whatever, and the person is just like, no, I don't need to talk to anyone, I'm good. Like, what? I know what's going on. And I'm looking at them like, I don't think you know what's going on.